Welcome to Bible 101. Have you ever assembled a consumer product? A desk, bookshelf, vacuum cleaner, or most dreadfully of all, a bicycle? When you have all the parts strewn out on a table or the floor, everything just is so confusing. It just looks like a mess. But then when you get all the parts together and it all fits in place, it makes perfect sense. The Bible has parts, and it's easy to get confused when you look at the parts. But when you understand what the parts are, and you're able to put the parts together, then everything falls in place. The two main parts of the Bible are the Old Testament and the New Testament. Let's consider the term testament for a moment. Testament is synonymous to terms like covenant, contract, and agreement. It comes from an old Latin expression that means to give witness or to testify. In contemporary legal use, testament is a written testimony regarding what someone wants done to their property after they die. In a biblical sense, a testament then is a written testimony, a written statement regarding what God has done and what God has promised to do. And in addition, it's a testament to what mankind is supposed to do or what mankind has done. So what do we have in the Old Testament and the New Testament in the Bible? Let's start with the Old Testament. The Old Testament contains early writings of the Jewish people. The Old Testament starts off describing God's relationship generally with all human beings. But then the focus narrows onto this group of people, a group of people early on known as the Hebrews, and much later who will be referred to as the Jews. As they form themselves into a nation, they are known as Israel, which is taken from the name of one of their ancestors. The Old Testament contains the record of the saga of the relationship between God and Israel. Then there is the New Testament. It contains the writings of the early Christians. Within those writings, you find the record of the life and teachings of Jesus. You also find the record of the early experiences and correspondence of the first Christians. Now, there is a relationship between the Old Testament and the New Testament. The relationship is much like a ball game that has a first half and a second half. It's like a play that has Act 1 and Act 2. They are distinct, but they're linked. So, the Old and New Testament are both essential, but they have different purposes. The Old Testament, one could say, is the foundation of God's plan. The New Testament is the completion of God's plan. It's important to see these distinctions, but also to see their connection when you pick up the Bible. So then, the Old Testament and the New Testament help us in different ways. Because they have different purposes, they have different applications. For instance, the Old Testament contains instructions for the Jewish people at a certain time. The New Testament contains instructions for people who would be Christians of any time. That's why in the New Testament, Christians are not instructed to offer animal sacrifices like the Jews did in the Old Testament. Thus, the two testaments are in different time periods. They have different purposes and thus different applications. Now, when you pick up the Bible and read it, you understand that there are distinct parts, especially the two main parts, Old Testament and New Testament. And thus, you're on your way to understand how to use them for their intended purposes. You're also on your way to understand how the different parts can fit together. To understand more about how the different parts of the Bible fit together, watch the next installment of Bible 101.